Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. So, today we are going to take up reading comprehension. So, as we know, when you get a passage, it is commonly known as passage, right? So, when we find a question on reading comprehension, we normally, very good evening, everyone. So, we get a passage and with that, some questions, right? So, a passage and some questions based on the passage. And the length of the passage also varies, right? So, depending on the level of the or the standard of the means students. So, definitely a passage which is very lengthy or very long one doesn't mean it is going to be a very difficult one. The only problem we face while solving a reading comprehension passage question is the time to read. And why do we face such problem? Okay, hello Srinika. Hello everyone. I am doing good and I hope you all are doing fine. So why do we face such problem? Why do we what face such issue while solving a reading comprehension passage? Why do we feel that we most of the time it happens that we come back to the passage time and again, right? What do? We normally do not read. Most of you do not read the passage. Am I correct when I'm saying it? What do? You see the question and then you go to the passage and try to seek answers. Okay, the answers that are hiding in the passage. So you do not actually read the and comprehend. What do? You play hide and seek with the passage. Yes, treasure hunt. So that's what happens here. Why we face problem? Why we face this time issue? Why do we do not get time to read that passage? Because we do not read it all together, right? We just see the questions, we go to the questions and we try to seek the answers. We try to locate the answers in the passage, right? So actually that is not the correct way. What does the question say? Tell me, all of you, what is the name of the question? It is called reading comprehension. Reading means you have to read, right? You cannot ignore reading the passage. And comprehend. They are not asking you to read, just read it. You are supposed to also what? Understand it. What is comprehension? Comprehension means your understanding about the thing that has been given to you. Okay. So, what we do? We just try to what? find out the answers. We just try to find out the answers. Or let us say we do not exactly find out, we just try to locate. Means we just search and try to search and find. So that is not the correct way to solve a reading comprehension. And that is why most of the time it feels like that we have written the correct answer that has been written in the passage, but how it did go wrong, right? So that is why be very particular about reading it. So whenever you are getting a passage, read it. So for that, you need to do a lot of practice, definitely. And actually that practice is also, it is quite automatic. Like if you read it, means whenever you solve it in this way, you develop that kind of speed of reading. Okay, so read it. And while reading it, just try to find out the important part, find out the important lines or the important details, okay, which you think should be underlined. So most of the time we are not means what asked to underline. And we are suppose if you're going for an online examination, how it is possible that you will do that underlining thing? You cannot do it. So do what, whenever you are reading it, use your fingers while reading the passage. If it is an online examination, means it is, you are allowed to use the fingers, right? So use the fingers and read it, and try to find out what is important. When you use your fingers while reading it, you read fast. Remember that. And also your means concentration doesn't like what lapse. So that is why it is very important to read with a pointer, with a finger. And means if it is a like paper, if it is an offline examination, you can read it using your pencil or pen, whatever you are using. So let us go and see how it is being done. You all have done a lot of what do you say, reading comprehension questions. So my point is to like solve a reading comprehension question cannot be done without reading the passage. Okay, so it has to be read. You should read it, and you actually must read it. Not should, you must read the passage and make points. So what is the first step? Read the passage. Second is, while reading, you make notes on important points. Means what is important, what is being said. You will also find a question that what could be the title of the passage. So this is the passages we are doing today is we will have another like session on passage. Means the next session will also reading comprehension too. That would be like means also some passages we will be covering. So what could be the title, or how do I know the title? By understanding what is the idea of the writer. Means wherever you are, like whoever has given you this passage, who has been written this passage, what is the idea? Why it is being said, right? So that has to be understood first. So let us take up a passage first, a very easy one, and then we will be proceeding. Going to the next slide. Let us see. It's a very small passage, you will find it. So first read it. All of you read it. It's there on the screen. Read it. Do not look at the questions first. Just read the passage. Please go ahead and read it. The heart. So how you are supposed to use. Okay. So the heart is a muscular organ. Its main function is to carry blood throughout the body. Scientifically, it beats an average of 72 times in a minute. The heart pumps about 76 liters of blood throughout the day in the human body. Its weight is lesser in women and than men. Heart-related diseases mostly arise due to the increase in obesity, blood pressure, and cholesterol. According to a survey that toll from heart disease is high in Western countries. So, to avoid diseases related to the heart, people should pay attention to their lifestyle and health. Somewhere it has to be, it has also been said that a special type of red wine is very beneficial to avoid heart disease, right? So we have three paragraphs. And what is this like passage is all about? Can you quickly just respond through your chats? What is this passage? What is it all about? Ahana, wait for the questions. We are just trying to solve it. It's not like about how fast you solve. Yes. Srinika, very good. At least, yeah. It's about heart and heart related issues, right? Very good. Then tell me what is an important thing in the first paragraph? Did you notice? Yeah, very good. Smaranika, nice. Human heart. Yes, Ahana. This passage is about heart. Very good. Okay, can you quickly tell me what is the first part, first paragraph is talking about? In the first paragraph, some information about heart, right? Second paragraph is talking about according to a survey. So that means we are talking about the problems related to, right? And yes, correct. That is definition of heart, you can say. And it is not exactly definition, it has also some more things, more information about. So somewhere it has, so last part is some kind of solutions they are offering, right? So now with, you don't have to come back to the passage to check what is there. So first question, the ignore your passage is like, means beside it. Yes, correct. It is how to prevent. So now tell me the weight of heart. Now, how quickly you will answer the question, that will tell that how well you have understood. The weight of heart is very good, right? Then answer is B. Very nice. Two, which type of wine is beneficial? It's there. It was there in the last. Yes, a special type of red wine, right? Okay, moving on to the next question. Question number three. How many liters of blood heart pump in a day? Come on, you don't have to wait. Quickly respond. Very good. Then heart related diseases are mostly caused by, it is in which paragraph? Question number four is from which paragraph? That was there in first paragraph, right? Okay. The fifth one, question number five. Nah, very good. First paragraph, right? What is the main function of the heart? Five, to pump blood. Exactly, that line is there in the first paragraph. Its main function is to carry blood throughout the body. Stick to the paragraph, right? That might be, you will find it somewhere that the main function of your heart is to pump blood. You will find in somewhere else. But in this paragraph, it is not written in your paragraph. It is written in the passage. It is written to carry blood throughout the body. That is the main function. Okay, so answer is B, not C. Hmm. That is also a function, right? Pump blood. But main function is to carry. Okay. Right. Very good. Let us go to the next passage. Passage 2. Same thing. Read the passage first. Ignore the questions. First read the passage. Apart from these questions, remember I will ask you, where do you find these questions? Okay. So let us move on to the questions now. I hope you have completed reading it. Choose the correct answers from the options given. Body language includes. I have got one answer. It is 6B. Body language includes. Tell me, where do you find this answer? Don't tell me the answer. Correct answer. Where do you find this answer? In which paragraph? First or second? Waiting for your answers. Very good in the second paragraph. Very good. Body language includes facial expressions. So we find the answer here, right? Okay. 7. Question number 7B. Whales and dolphins communicate by using. How do they communicate? 7. Where do you find the answer? In the first paragraph, right? Especially dolphins and whales possess well developed verbal skill and communicate with high pitched sound that carry through water, right? So answer is B. Okay. Quickly going to the next one. Next means next questions. Hmm. In the absence of dash, in the absence of dash communication, body language is sufficiently sufficient to convey the meaning. Hmm. 8, 9. Question number 9. The screen is blurry. Is it blurry for everyone? If it is blurry for everyone, then how can they answer? Okay. So question number 8 answer is A. Question number 9 answer is, so where do you find it is in the second paragraph, right? It is here. It is in the absence of verbal communication, body language can be sufficient to convey meaning. This is question number 8. And most mammals. Hmm. So that is in the first paragraph. Most other mammals also communicate by making sounds as well. So answer is okay. Next question. Let me increase the font a bit so that it will be. Is it fine now? The last question for this passage. Passage is a bit blurry. Maybe it is not in the bold, so that's why it is a bit blurry. I'm not sure whether it can be done now, but let me see if it is possible. I'll do that. Is it okay now? Can you see that? Okay. Yeah. So answer 10 is 10D. Correct. And where do we find this word in the passage? Enough? In which paragraph? I got it. It's enough. But where is that word sufficient? In which paragraph? Hmm. Now everyone will go and check and find out where is it is there. In which paragraph this sufficient word is there? In which line? Hmm. So it is in the absence of verbal. Right? Hmm. Okay. Now tell me, there is a word called Q in second paragraph. I'm giving you some options. Just tell me what is the meaning of this word. Okay. Right. Second paragraph, ninth line. Yes. Right. Okay. Fine. Okay. Let us go to the next one. Let me clear this. So, I was asking you a question. Sorry. The question was, tell me what is the meaning of this word Q. Let us say it is question number 11 and Q. Option A, . Let's say link. Option B, it is hint. Option C, mean. Option D, follow. Tell me what is the meaning of this word Q. Read the line where it is there and just answer. I'll just be back. Just give me some time. Hmm. So, can somebody tell me the meaning of the word from the given options? Yes. Link 11B. Hint. Hint. Hmm. Okay. The answer is hint. Sometimes if you do not know exactly the word or maybe you are looking at the word for the first time, you can just read the line where it is written and you will get an idea about it. Okay. So now quickly moving on to the next passage. Again, this will be a little bit blurry for you. If that was blurry, then this will be blurry. Okay. Hmm. So now you have another provision that is like for the paragraphs are numbered. Can you see that? Okay. So now what happens? This is actually the pattern of your Olympiad. You will find all the paragraphs are numbered. Okay. And when the paragraphs are numbered, they ask you from this paragraph, that question. In the question also it is mentioned that what is the thing that mean there in that paragraph? What is the meaning of that thing? All these kind of questions you will find there. Okay. Mostly the vocabulary questions. So now your job is to read this paragraph. And you can very well make notes here in the means you can write there that in the first paragraph this is the main point and so read, take your time and read it. You can wait for your answers, first read the paragraphs. Wait, that's why I said I am not going to ask you questions from there. They'll tell me what do you understand from the first paragraph, what How can you, like, what describe the first paragraph is? Like, one word. What is the paragraph is all about? Quickly respond to your chat. What is this paragraph? Sky? Is it about sky or it is a story? The sky was a gift to the early people. Okay, since you have read the paragraph, can somebody tell me what could be the title for this paragraph? Tell me. Sorry, passage. What could be the title of this passage? Yes, I got it. It is about the story of sky. It is about how sky was a gift to the early people. Tell me what could be the, from your side, just suggest title, name of the story. If it is a story, what should be the name of the story? Tell me what is the name of the story. Greediness. That is greed. Okay, greed. Swati Ponda. It is greed. There is nothing called greediness here. It is greed. Okay, remember calling it greed. How people started growing crops. That is the title. It is, I think, Sanvi. Don't waste food. Gift from nature. Okay. The delicious sky. Okay. That's quite like interesting when you call the sky delicious, but the sky may be something interesting. The gift of sky. So it was, I think, Sanvi, you were telling me that it is about greed, right? So can we relate one title with a gift from nature, the birth of agriculture? Srinika. Hmm. Hmm. So, sorry, Srinika. I was telling you that there is no word called greediness. Remember, the word is greed. Greed. Our greed, right? That can be partially correct. But think along. Just try to find out a very good name for the story. Good name. Do you find all the names that you have mentioned are good enough? You will find it interesting to read the story if you have such title. Hmm. A gift from nature. What is this? Like you have all mentioned that the idea behind the passage is about how people had been greedy and how means what the gift was taken from them, right? The element sky. Don't waste food. Gift from nature. A gift from nature is fine, but not exactly telling us about the agricultural sky. Uh, okay. So, since you have read the like what paragraph, you must have understood there is a thing called you have to learn to. So, if you work hard, you may not learn to not to waste the gifts of. So, you can say the gift of sky instead of saying gift of nature. The gift of sky. It can be one title. The obeying human, instead of calling them disobeying human, the wasting, like they were doing wastage. So it is, don't take more than what you can eat. So too much greed is injurious, right? It can be one. The misused gift, can say that, right? When the sky was the food. Yes. So it is like we can go with the gift of sky, because the sky has given us this gift, right? Though it was angry, though it was like not happy, very much happy the way, yes, too much greed is bad. Yes, that can be one, right? So since it was angry, since it was like not happy with the kind of wastage people were doing, humans were doing, but still it has handed over. So what is it? What did it say? If you work hard, you may learn not to waste the gifts of nature. Since it has been mentioned a lot of time, I think you have mistaken it as the title, because you will find it was a gift of nature in second paragraph, then you will find it in the gift of food, gift of nature, so that is why you got confused, right? So now you can answer on the basis of your reading, choose the correct alternative. So you've already answered. Can you answer it once more? Because again, it is very difficult to go back and find out your answers in the chat box. Hmm. Very good. It is a very nice, what do you say? Title. Don't bite more than you can chew. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you for reconsidering and answering the questions, answers, I mean, sending the answers again. 11C. So let us keep uh, this one. Don't bite more than you can chew. So on the basis of your, so what is the answer? Long ago, people broke off a piece of sky to eat. When they were, when do we eat? When we are hungry, right? Yes, that can be one. If you work hard, then you can get your own gift, or you will understand the meaning of like the thing that you have produced, right? The sky became angry when people, 12A, was it angry because took more than they could eat, or hmm, right? Okay, I'm now moving on to the next question. Again. The emotional sky. Okay, fine. I got the title. You are very good at giving title. Please answer the 13 questions. Question number 13. What did Adami decide to do when he could not eat the pieces of sky? Hmm. Okay. Next question 14. Question number 14. Hmm. Okay. People cannot waste it anymore, right? Okay. Going to the next. Just tell me, okay, 14. So please answer question number 15. Shout in a loud, sharp way. What does it mean? Wait, the question you cannot. It is like what, which of the following word in paragraph 4 is talking about this, which has got the meaning like this? Yeah, I think the instruction has not been given here. The question for this is like, which of the following means? Mistyped. Okay. 15A, 16, Z. Hmm. I think all of you have answered already. Okay. Hmm. Fine. So we are done with the passages. Let me give you some more questions. So you can see the screen, it has got a whiteboard. So let me give you some questions. Today is your like surprise test. So find out the synonyms for the following, choosing from the options. Okay. So you need to find out the synonym. So the word is, let's say, ponder. Option A, think. Option B, quiet. Option C, irritate. Option D, help. Question number 1, 2, aggravate. Create. Separate. Person. It is none of these. Hmm. Let me first give the questions and then you send me the answers. How it is possible for me to read your answers while I'm writing? Now you can answer. I've given you four words, you can answer. And let me give you a fifth one. Hmm. So I have got answers. One is A. Most of you have answered A. Second one is, what about two? Two. What is the answer for two? Okay. So I get it from Shanvi, I guess. 1A, 2C, 2C, 3C, 4D, 5D. 1C, 2C, 3C, 4D, 5D. Wow. I think one of these words I have already told you about, means about that in means as a word of the day. And you have more, means most of you, in fact all of you have answered it is incorrect. I see. Hmm. So what was cantankerous, the meaning of the word? I think I've told you about it. You may not have the exact word here, but you have a similar one. Synonym means that. Okay, fine. Please read the word in 4B exactly. Very good. But you have answered it 4D. Exactly, it was short tempered. But at the same time, it was also like somebody who doesn't pay attention to what you say, right? Doesn't comply. So that's what I'm saying. So it cannot be what? None of these. It has a related word. So ponder is think, correct? Ponder means to give it a thought. So you can answer it as think, and also there is a word called consider. Okay, there is also a word called what? Contemplate. This might be a new word for you. Contemplate. Aggravate. You can find a word called grave here. So when you like make something like grave means you make it more serious. It means you worsen it. Okay, worsen or exacerbate. That means to make something worse. Something, by something here we mean mostly a situation. Boisterous means with a lot of force. That means forceful. Gusty. It is normally used for winds. Cantankerous, that means short-tempered, or somebody who is not means compliant, means that means rigid, stubborn. Persuade means motivate, not to follow, pester, or obstruct. That means to motivate. Okay. No, that is okay. We all commit mistake. No problem. So, sir, how about what about the surprise test? Did you enjoy the surprise test? I guess you all have enjoyed the surprise test. So, I think that is all for today. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice time. Thank you. Take care. Bye.